What up? What up? What up? Your boy Sincere, man, back with another episode of Sounds with Sincere. Today, I'm going to knock down the Jay-Z Roots Picnic freestyle. It's been buzzing. Everybody talking about it. I'm back on my YouTube trying to go full throttle. So, perfect opportunity to get into this, man. When I first heard it initially, I had like mixed feelings about it. Jay-Z is one of my favorite rappers, by the way, so it's a little biased if I want to be honest with you. But yeah, let's break it down, man. When I listen to it a little bit more, I'm like, yeah, he on that. So I'm gonna try to pause it every 20 to 30 seconds. There's a lot to break down.
If she would have transitioned before I cleared my name, I would have hunted them. Every one of them playing these silly games. That 1-800 ambulance chaser would have wished one came. But now. So
he started off talking about his grandma Hattie. If she made it to 100 years old, she had passed away, Jay-Z would have hunted them, like he would have got it, you know what I mean. But I think he talking about the lawyer, that Tony Bugsy, whoever his name, guy that was like trying to pin Jay-Z to some of those allegations that recently occurred. And he's saying like, let's go ahead and listen to this more.
The rock's not crumbling. Playing these silly games. That 1-800 ambulance chaser would have wished one came. But 911 is a joke. Public enemy #1, I've been ranked. The rock's not crumbling. So we all get that reference. If you are a fan of hip hop, Public Enemy #1. Public Enemy had a song called 911 is a joke. More so Flavor Flav, but he's part of Public Enemy. And he just saying that the whole thing is a joke, like, and the dude would have wished the ambulance would have really came. Then he went ahead with the rock's not crumbling, and then on the same time that you see he was performing with Freeway, Beanie Siegel, Myth Bleak was out there, so that's like the nostalgia Rockefeller artist, and saying it's not crumbling also too with him, his status building up, so. Turn on the federal jail line mumbling something about having too much in his drink. You know how dumb that is? Another one fumbled his, wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth and somehow I'm the one who done it. It's a murder mystery game.
So that's kind of the obvious thing. I know if you were into social media, the internet, you saw when Dame Dash was talking, his teeth came out and niggas' teeth is tumbling, and somehow I'm the one that blamed Dame Dash always blame Jay-Z for things or the reason why things didn't go this way. And he like, it's a murder mystery. You ever seen the movie Murder Mystery, I think with Adam Sandler, and how they had to find who actually did that, and Jay-Z kind of like, I wasn't even there, and you blaming me.
You had to catch Cal and dunk it. What you pumped his, I'm the one who struck the pain. That hill you can die on. There's way too much flack that comes from those pains. I'm killing them softly. What's understood don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the.
So that was pretty cool too. That's like a play on the song "Killing Me Softly." Roberta Flack made it first, so he used Flack, her last name, Morge Flack. You can die on that hill. Lauryn Hill was the one who sampled it. Well, Fugees, but Lauryn Hill's part of the Fugees. Then he went ahead and said, what's misunderstood gotta be explained. You can kind of connect the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but I don't know if I'm digging too deep, but Jay-Z do, he get busy with a lot of double entrees, so.
And I ain't much for me, it's no how. Chance still don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the other. I still on you suckers, I'm mauling you niggas, gang. I ain't much for me, it's no how. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pain. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you a beat to even say my name.
Okay, so this came from The Wire, the Marlo thing. I was still on you suckers. It was a scene where he bought a water but stole the sucker. Like I was still on you suckers. Marlo was like a boss type guy. Also to play on Not For The Meetings Anyways, when Drake was talking about him on his new album, The Iceman, was saying he would rather, or the whole memes, like, you rather have 500K or a dinner with Jay. And Jay like, I'm not from the meetings anyways. Forget the Rockefeller or the Rock brunches. I don't need all that. Y'all need me. I don't need that. He's saying he remembered the hunger pains. So I remember when I was back in the day when I was broke. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. I'm going to chop this up.
You ever heard of a Wonder King? My children and some of them. Have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get under skin? I really get under skin as an unharmed player.
like a little battle rap bar. Kanye was talking about Jay-Z children. He was saying, you ever heard of a wonder children? Meaning somebody that's special, that's a child prodigy. So, you know, taking up for his children as he should as a man. Then he goes until you trying to get under my skin. I really get under skin as Rivera. Something happened like 30 years ago where Jay-Z stabbed him for releasing some music. You listen to Ether, you know what he means to what Nas said, and your man stabbed to make you take the blame. I ain't really look into what it was, but that was clever. I thought it was kind of corny in a way too. I don't think I would have brought that back up, but for the sake of the bar, it was nice. But I wouldn't be bragging on something I did 30 years ago, you know. But, you know, to each his own, and it was a clever line.
My children and some of them, have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get under skin? I really get under skin as an unharmed player. Y'all thugs with y'all thumbs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch y'all saniac in my presence, nigga, shrink. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. They don't want me to think these thoughts that I think.
That was hard too. Like he kind of called Kanye out. Like everybody think Kanye put out he's bipolar, so he say things and using it as an excuse or act crazy. And Jay like, man, he no maniac. Watch how saniac when he in my presence. So that's basically saying like, you know how some people like they crash out, they act all crazy, but then when you around somebody who really get at you, you calm down. So he really kind of hold Kanye with that line right there. Then he went ahead how he a strength. So strength, therapist, all those connect. That's bars, man. I like that. I like that. I need a new therapist. So he's saying I might be the one who's not really there.
They don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut ass nigga still stuttering. That chatty patty down on his luck again. Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him.
Wow. Jaguar right caught a stray. I'm gonna pause that real quick. That nut ass nigga, I think he's talking about Ochino, I don't know, because he been saying stuff and it's a Philly slang. Then he said the chatty patty, I'm assuming Dame, just because Dame always used the word chatty patty. And then he said Quest, which is Questlove, who's part of the Roots. He introduced me to Jag Right. I don't know why I still fuck with you and you introduced me to this, you know what I'm saying, girl who been talking crazy on me. Jay and Jaguar did some work on his unfinished business, not unfinished business, that's the R. Kelly. MTV Unplugged.
You wonder why I do the freestyle rehearsal.
He didn't want to rehearse it in front of him and see what he had going on.
Lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You trying to break the government. I prayed for 40 days.
So getting at Nicki, that girl on that stuff again, which allegations of Nicki Minaj being on that powder. Who knows? I don't know. I heard it had been stuff like that. Then he said her kin, basically like Barbie kin, or I don't know, like Ken folks kin. So it could be K-E-N or K-I-N, kin. And he kind of insinuating he can't pick the kids up from school because he's on a sexual registry list, whatever. You can't be in certain school zones. So your husband can't even pick the kids up. And then the stutter was purposely too because she had a freestyle or she was talking or something like that and she was stuttering. So real subtle but a hard job right there when you get at your husband, the kids. Well, I ain't really saying about the kids, but the husband, and you know what I'm saying, making fun of your character. And he's saying like it's not even coming from you, it's coming from a higher power. This is like the MAGA Republicans getting at me. They sending you to get at me, but you know what I'm saying? Then he going to the guidelines. So I'm a higher power than the government and the president.
My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up.
Drake.
Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the Hove. I never looked up to them.
I don't like that bar a whole lot because this is the hard part about people in the industry. When you get somebody they flowers or big them up, you got to be careful because you don't want to go back on that and try to diss them. It's like when you're in a relationship with your girl or your boy, whatever, and then you like, yeah, this, and this, and this. He's this, he's this, he's that. I love him. Then when shit don't go right, you want to talk bad about him. So he like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you looked up to me. I never looked up to you. He's saying he up 10 as far as his money. Like, you know what I'm saying? We in a whole different bracket. You bragging about Billboard charts. I'm talking about the Forbes list. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you topped me in the little hits on music, cool, thumbs up. But listen, I'm worth almost $3 million, you know, so a big flex right there. I don't know if Drake ready for that, but.
My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the hove. I never looked up to them. Crackers got your publishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. You niggas is workers. In perpetuity's how your contract is worded. Don't make me go man.
Locked on your contract and in perpetuity. So that means Drake stuck in the contract is.
Even when the trees pretend, not too much of my name. Don't forget who I am.
I like that line. It's like an old saying, man. The roots remember when the trees pretend. So just think about that. That's an old school settle bar. I'm gonna break this down real quick. Like I said, I probably missed a lot of stuff too. I'm sorry. This is off the dome. Literally, I'm not one of the people that I even study, write it down. I mean, I do look into stuff, but not this one. I didn't. I just wanted to be organic. When I first heard this, I mean, I'm glad Jay responded, but I also was like, with his age and all that stuff and how this generation look at him, I'm not sure it'd be good for him. But somebody like me who grew up in hip hop, literally was born in the 80s, I really do admire and enjoy this. Like, I think like a kid or somebody young that was born like the late 2000s, like 2008, 2010, you might look at Jay-Z like, that's Beyonce's husband. He's just a rich music guy. You don't really know. Jay really like that. Like his bars, like the late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, that was when bars was really, that's what it was. Man, he from that culture. He from that cloth. So a lot of things you hear nowadays is very watered down. It's not to that tier no more. Sorry to say. I mean, it's a few MCs that, you know, get busy, but it was back then, it was real. So I think when you listen to it just on surface level, when it's no beat, it's no hook, it's like, this kind of boring. This old corny guy, almost 60 years old with an afro trying to talk tough. That's how you might look at it. But he really was spitting. I'm not sure Drake ready for this, man. I don't know if Drake want to take a back-to-back loss. Like, you know, like Kendrick, you know, got the best of you. Not going at Jay might not be the best thing for you. On the flip side, I don't think Jay got nothing to gain from this, really. Might be more to lose for him, but we'll see how the outcome come. Jay might got an album dropping. That could be big. Drake might respond back. Who knows? Or, you know, but I like how he addressed it all of them. I hit up Dame. I got at Tory. I got at Tony. I got at Nicki. I got at Drake, Jaguar. Who else? He just shooting strays, man. Y'all stay tuned. Let me know. Please subscribe to the channel, man. I'm back, man. I'm going to do one again tomorrow, too.